But she said they were real, like she said, like lumberjacks. They were real strong, real powerful men. And the Lord showed me, said these are the next 3 years for this ministry, because this is what it was. It was not, this was not just a personal thing, but this was, she came in to our church, to our ministry, and this is the way it was. And the next 3 years, she got to talk to the first year. The next 3 years are going to be tremendous. There's going to be a lot of people, and they're going to have to find a place to sit. It may be here and it may not be here. But she recognized it was our church. She did not recognize this building, because it was not this building. So God may be this year going to open more doors for us.
Yes.
You see, you got to understand, and you got to look at these. You got to look at this in the Spirit, and in obedience, we will see this come to pass. Not over here. Can I tell you, on this side, all you'll see is what you see right here. But when you get on this side here, you'll see what you see here, and you're going to see what God has got also. Can I talk to somebody? You see, it's a time, it's like the feeding of the 5,000. He took me back to that this morning in my mind. You see, he didn't just take the 5 loaves and 2 fishes and hand it to his disciples and say, feed the 5,000. No, there was a word from Jesus. His word was, set them down in groups of 50 and 100 and feed them. And when they set them down, immediately the word says they set them down, and then they fed them. Not only was they 5,000, right here all they could see is 5 loaves and 2 fishes. But when they set them down, that 5 loaves and 2 fishes wouldn't just be a happy meal for one person, but it'd be a happy meal for over 5,000. Oh, we need to grab a hold of this, church. A lot of the things that you've been walking through in your life that you don't understand why you're there, you need to go back and a few years maybe and see what God has told you to do. And you need to go back and pick it up. You need to go back and get in obedience to what God told you years ago. Because you've been walking in disobedience, trying to do your best. But you can't be victorious in disobedience. It's on that side. All you have is this. And that's not enough. Can I tell you something right now? That's absolutely not enough. Do you not understand that if you make 4,000 a month, it's not enough? If you make 1,000 with God, it'll be more than enough. Can you understand this morning that in obedience you have this plus heaven? We're walking into a time, I thank God for this fast. I loved that obedience that came out of you, Phyllis, a few minutes ago. Why? Because you'll be victorious in your life and in the areas that you walk in. The things that you come to overcome, God has already prepared now for that overcoming. Why? Because of obedience. I'm talking to someone this morning. You see, a lot of times we walk in things in our life And we cannot understand, oh God, why is this happening? And we have to go back and look at, did you tell me to do something that I didn't do? Did you tell me, was I supposed to do? There's some things in our life God has told you, and you and me, get rid of. Lay them down. Get rid of them. Don't walk in that. Quit going back and picking them up. And you go back and pick them up, and it is disobedience, and then you wonder, why in the world can I not be victorious why can't I come to this level and it seems that I just can't get past it no matter what I do? Why is that? Go back and throw down what God has told you to throw down. Pick up what God has told you to pick up. Oh, if there's ever a word that you need to hear, this is the word. This is the appointed time for this word today. I wish the house was full to hear this word today. Because unless they hear it over the internet now, I probably won't preach it again for a while. But you see, there is things. Do you understand that there is, Dean and I, let me show you one of the most dangerous things that you can ever do. I'm going to give you some wisdom here where you don't ever walk through this. Can I give it to you? One of the most dangerous things with God that you can ever do is ask God for something. And when He gives it to you, you don't take it. You need to listen to this right here. Is if you ask God for something and you say, God, will you do this for me? If you will, I'll do this. And God comes and does it, and you don't. That's one of the most dangerous things that can ever happen to you. Dean and I both done that. And it almost caused divorce. We almost lost everything that we had. Because God gave us everything we asked for. And because the people did not welcome us, we walked away from it. And when we walked away from it, we almost lost everything. Listen to this word. I'm giving you a word of knowledge, right? Why? Because of obedience. We moved from obedience and taken that into disobedience when God brought it around. We didn't take it. Some of you are in the reason you're in the trouble you're in and you can't get past this. You have asked God for something. And when God brought it around to you, you found an excuse to not do it. And that's the most dangerous thing with God that you can do. It's the most dangerous thing with God. One of the most. He said, I will not be mocked. This door of obedience. Door of obedience. Reason I couldn't use those doors, it was limitation. This one looks just the same. I can see y'all just as good on either side. But on this side, I can see y'all and I can see God. I can see everything that He has for me on this side. I don't just see you. Door of obedience.